What's going on, everybody? Today we're going to be breaking down George Pickens and the Blade release. Going to be going over what the Blade release is, how to use it, where it's effective, and then which former Steelers receiver that I think Pickens kind of got this release technique from. So, without further ado, let's get into it. I'm going to let this video kind of play full speed for you guys just for the first time so that you guys can see it. Pickens is at the bottom of the screen. The ball actually doesn't go his way because Pittsburgh has some issues up front picking up a game from the Saints defensive line. So Blade release. All right. So first thing to note that this cornerback is playing outside leverage, and Pickens more than likely here has a must outside release go route. All right. So if guy's playing outside leverage, how do we want to get outside on him, beat his leverage? You're going to see Pickens kind of come off the ball here and close this distance between him and the cornerback. The Saints, just based on film study from last year, they like to use their length. They got longer corners. They got physical guys that like to get their hands on you at the line of scrimmage. So Pickens is going to come off. You see him get in a good stance here. He's got a good base. Going to close this distance between him and the cornerback. This cornerback is going to try to shoot his hands. You can notice that the cornerback's not gaining any depth. He's not losing ground. He's trying to be physical with them. This is where the blade release is helpful. You see Pickens start to drop that inside shoulder before releasing upfield. So the blade release is basically you dropping that inside shoulder to avoid any type of contact or one or two hand jam. So again, just kind of play this through, close the distance. You see this cornerback start to shoot his hands. Pickens is going to drop that inside shoulder to the turf. Real exaggerated. You look at the angle that his body is facing towards the turf. This is also, I've heard this referred to as a pick up the towel release from Brendan Marion. He's used to be the former receivers coach at Pitt. But you can see, if you were running full speed, through your house and you had a towel on the ground, this is how you would look, trying to pick that towel up from the ground. So you see Pickens does a good job dropping his inside shoulder. The cornerback's jam misses. And then he's able to release up the field. And he's got this guy stacked. He gives a little mailbox sign to the quarterback saying, hey, I'm open, throw it up. Unfortunately, Pickett doesn't have any time to get the ball out. But, this is what we call WAO. This is wide open in the NFL. Anytime you can beat a guy with that type of release, that's exactly what you want. You defeated his leverage. Really good rep here from Pickens. It's nice to see that a 21-year-old, is incorporating different moves into his bag. This is not something I see a lot of young receivers do at the next level. This is definitely a nice change up from him in his release package. So where did he get this from? I'm not really sure if he's the first person to ever do it, but he is the guy that I know that I first saw do it. And he made a really good living out of this release. I have several good clips of Antonio Brown, former Steelers wide receiver, using this blade release. This one's probably the best one because it's the most exaggerated one. I'll just kind of let this one play through. This is from Thanksgiving 2013 against the Baltimore Ravens. So full context here. So this is actually a backup cornerback. This is his first snap in the game after the guy playing ahead of him got injured on the play before. So this guy, trying to get hands on Antonio, again, playing outside leverage. And Antonio's trying to go outside. You see immediately playing hard press, trying to get his hands on a receiver. Antonio, just a really good demonstration of how to drop that inside shoulder to avoid contact. He makes this guy fall. And that's the thing about the blade release, too. If you got these cornerbacks that want to jam at the line of scrimmage, they're trying to disrupt your timing. They're trying to get their hands on you. It's if you can make them miss with their hands, a lot of times, their feet are going to stop. They're going to lunge. They're going to lock out their hips. And from this position, obviously, this is a really exaggerated example because this is a backup against one of the best receivers to ever play. But if you can get these guys in this position, after they've missed a jam and you're running a vertical route, you're in a really good spot as a wide receiver, and you're able to create a ton of separation, easy throw for your cornerback to drop it in the bucket. So a couple good examples for you guys. I just wanted to get this out there because I know people have asked me to break this one down on Twitter before, but YouTube's just a better platform to do that because I'm not restricted to any characters. So hopefully this is a good video, informative video. Please let me know in the comments if you guys do have any questions. I'm more than willing to answer those. It's definitely a video. If like you're a young wide receiver, I definitely think you should try to incorporate this into your game. If you're a receivers coach, start teaching your young guys this release. It's a really nice change up anytime you're getting cornerbacks that are trying to be physical with you, trying to use their length at the line of scrimmage. If you guys stay to the end of the video, I really appreciate it. Try to get some more content out on the channel for you guys. We're rolling. March is closing to an end. So appreciate it. Just make sure that you like the video. If you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.